day and welcome to the Monday, February 21st edition of the Horizon Communication Sports Brief. I'm Earl Basden. 3 Bermuda athletes finished with international wins over the weekend. Daniel Phillips became Bermuda's first International Tennis Federation tournament winner as he claimed the title at the ITF J4 Guatemala in Guatemala. Phillips took to the court in the final to face off against the 7th seed Diego Duran from El Salvador. Phillips would win in straight sets 6-love, 6-2 to claim the title. Fresh off his first ITF Tennis Championship win, Phillips took to the courts to battle in the J5 Guatemala International Tennis Tournament. He would advance to the main draw in this tournament following 3 straight wins in the qualifiers. Janai Parent-Chief was back in action competing in the Arkansas qualifier at the Randall Tyson Track Center. Parent-Chief would take his competition by storm with a new meet record leap of 16.84 meters or 55 feet 3 inches. Raquel Evans continued his winning ways in Australia, sailing to victory in the Eden Cup Fin Class Southeastern Australian Championships. The regatta was a 2-day event out of the Twofold Bay Yacht Club. 4 races were completed over the 2 days. On the first day, 3 races were sailed, with Evans ending the day tied for first, following 2 wins and a 3rd place finish. The last day was only scheduled for 1 race, so Evans knew he just had to beat the opponent he was tied with and not finish outside of the top 4 to take the win. Evans did just that as he managed to win the last race and the regatta. Vanessa James and Eric Redford finished 12th in the pair skating free skating results of the Olympic figure skating in Beijing. The pair finished with a combined score of 180.99. Turning to local football, at the Southampton Oval, the Southampton Rangers moved up from 10th to 9th with a 3-1 win over the Devonshire Colts. The Devonshire Cougars moved within 1 point of 2nd place PHC Zebras following their 3-0 win over the Somerset Trojans at the Somerset Cricket Club. The Dandytown Hornets increased their lead at the top of the Premier Division to 5 points following their 1-0 win over the Somerset Eagles. Robin Hood moved into 6th place in the standings following their 4-1 win over the St. George's Colts at the BAA Field on Saturday night. In First Division play, the Young Men's Social Club traveled to Lords in St. David's and defeated St. David's 3-1 to remain in 4th place on goal difference. At the Southampton Oval, the Boulevard Blazers leapfrogged BAA into 2nd place following their 8-0 win over the Paget Lions. David Bascom's Baltimore Blast fell 7-5 on the road to the Tacoma Stars. Naki Wells was an unused substitute as Bristol City secured a 4th successive victory at Ashton Gate with a 2-1 win over Middlesbrough. Dale Eve was not in the Spennymoor team that went down 2-1 to Gateshead. Keyside Martin was not in the Kidderminster team as their match was abandoned following a serious injury to Matt Preston against Milan Butterfield's Atherton Town, with Butterfield starting on the bench. Jonte Smith was not in the Ballymena United team as his 10-man teammates had to settle for a point against a 9-man Glennovan after an ill-tempered and frantic thriller that ended 3-3. Cole Hall and his Redcliffe teammates' game against Matlock Town was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Willie Clement, Reggie Land, and their Stowmarket Town teammates defeated Great Wakering Rovers 2-0 with Lamb scoring the winner in the 3rd minute. Ty Williams and his Deeping Rangers teammates came away with a 3-0 win over Holbeach United, with Williams coming off the bench to score in the 76th minute to make the score 3-0. Amar Lewis and his Harlowtown teammates' away match against North Lee was called off due to a waterlogged pitch. Cornasio Hunt was an unused substitute as his Thornby Football Club teammates edged Crooktown AFC 1-0. Janai Butterfield Steed was not in the Glossop North End team that fell 2-1 to Leek Town. Caitlin Conyers competed in the 2022 VOS Safeco Inns Parish Agency Road Race, which is part of the Valley of the Sun stage race. Competing in the Women's Pro 1-2 division, Conyers crossed the line 4th, clocking a time of 2:51.58. Caden Hopkins and his AXA teammates competed on day 2 of the 22nd edition of the Manuel San Roma Valencia Memorial Cycle Race in Spain. Unfortunately, after a really good day 1 finishing 15th, it was not so good of a day 2 for Hopkins. He had an issue with his bike which prevented him from concluding the race. The Bermuda National Athletic Association hosted yet another track meet at the Philadelphia Southfield Stadium with athletes attempting to meet the Carifta standard. In the girls' 800-meter run, Jada Grant ran to victory with a time of 2:20.94. Sanaya Cumberbatch was second, clocking 2:21.86, while Aria Mascara finished third in 2:51.57. Fenella Whiteman would win the girls' 1,500-meter run, clocking a time of 5:26.80. Karina Bortelli was second in 5:58.65, and Rihanna Robinson finished third in 7:38.24. Tiara DeRosa with a top toss of 44.20 meters or 145 feet won the girls' discus throw, with Kize Bell finishing second with a personal best throw of 30.04 meters. Serash Black ran to victory in the boys' 200-meter dash, clocking a time of 22.96. Antonio Bailey was second in 23.10, and Denver Tucker finished third in a time of 23.45. The boys' 400-meter dash was won by Sancho Smith, who was clocked across the line in a time of 59.88. Dalen Scott was second in 1:00:05, and Ronan Davidge finished third in a time of 1:23.17. Quentin Sherlock competed in the Heritage World Cup Ghana Invitational Golf Tournament at the Celebrity Golf Course. Sherlock would finish tied ninth after a round of 1 over par 72. Oliver Batshot finished tied 5th at the Winter Classic at the Northern Hills Golf Club in San Antonio, Texas at 15 over par. Batshot had a challenging first round of 14 over par 86. However, after a fresh start for his second round, he came and posted the lowest score of the tournament, which was a 1 over par 73 that saw him finish tied 5th. Emma Harvey was part of the Penn State women's swimming and diving team that clocked a new school record in relays and an NCAA standard, competing in the 2022 Big Ten Championships. The Penn State team swam for a school record in the women's 200-yard medley relay with a time of 1:36.79. The team, including Junior Harvey, narrowly missed the A cut by a little over 3/10. Harvey also swam the NCAA B standard time in the women's 100-yard butterfly, touching the wall in a personal best time of 53.76 to finish 21st. Meanwhile, on local soil, the Bermuda Amateur Swimming Association hosted their second short course meet of the season at the Bassa Pool on Saturday. Catherine Redden won the 11-12 girls 100-meter freestyle, touching the wall in a time of 1:09.39. Violet Smith was second in 1:11.11, and Lauren Post finished third in a personal best time of 1:15.46. The women's 15 and over 100-meter freestyle was won by Taylor Horan with a personal best time of 1:01 even. Taylor White was second in 1:01.41, and Caitlin Coleman finished third with a time of 1:06.39. Maisha Sharif won the women's 15 and over 50-meter backstroke, clocking a time of 30.98. Caitlin Coleman was second in 35.57, and Daria Desmond finished third in a time of 36.14, which was a personal best time. The 11-12 boys 100-meter IM was won by Noah Maranzana, who clocked a personal best time of 1:20.75. Nylan Harris was second in a personal best time of 1:24.67. Carter Bernard won the 13-14 boys 100-meter breaststroke, touching the wall in the time of 1:20.73. Braxton Coos was second in a personal best time of 1:29.83, and Jackson Langley finished third in a personal best time of 1:40.54. The Bermuda Karting Club's 2021-2022 season continued with racing at the Southside Motorsports Park. The tag senior class saw Blake Horstman in the winner's circle in all 3 races, while the L206 senior class saw 2 different winners. David Barboza won races 1 and 3, with Scott Barnes taking the checkered flag in between. Ryan Rebello won race 1 in the shifter stock class, with Brandon Franks winning race 2, and Stephen Corrado won race 3. Shannon Casey won all 3 races in the modified shifter class. Jonah Monis won the final two races, while James Barban won the first race in the cadet class. A Bermuda Hockey Federation triple header took place over the weekend at the National Sports Center with a total of 5 goals scored. The Ravens defeated the Longtails 2-0. The Falcons edged the Pink Robins 1-0, and the Pirates defeated the Dragons 2-0. Bermuda Netball League action resumed at the Bernards Park on Saturday in the under-11 division, which saw the Rangers and Storm play back-to-back games, with Rangers winning the first game 6-5, and then they won the second game 8-3. In under-14 division action, the Storm Lightning defeated the North Village Lady Rams White team 20-2. North Village Lady Rams Red defeated the Storm Thunder 36-3. The Rangers defeated the North Village Lady Rams White 5-3. The North Village Lady Rams Red defeated the Storm Lightning 20-5. The Phoenix Ember defeated the Storm Thunder 32-1. In the lone under-17 division match, the Storm defeated the North Village Lady Rams Red 24-11. Two senior league matches took place, with the Phoenix Heat picking up a 43-20 win over the Storm, and then the Lindos Tigers edged the Ducksires 33-31. Harness Pony Racing returned to action at the National Equestrian Center on Vision Street for yet another action-packed day of racing. The fastest race of the day was Heat 6, which saw War Machine with Phillips Correa in the bike clock a winning time of 102 flat during the 103-1 and faster time bar class. Special Girl with Candace Martins in the bike was second in 102-1, and Katrina Sharman in the bike of Google Me finished third in 102-3. Heat 2 was the 106-1 to 108 time bar class. Wiggle Jiglet and Andy Stoneham clocked a winning time of 107 flat. David Boris was in the bike of Shady Maple. They finished second in 107-2, and Inwoods Realist with Tazai Flood in the bike finished third, clocking 107-3. Heat 17 was the 103-2 to 104-2 time bar class that saw Carista Rebane in the bike of IC Overextended clock a winning time of 103-4. Jazza James in the bike of It's All About Me finished second, clocking 104-2, and Rockeye Optimus was third in a time of 105 flat with Maurice Rayner in the bike. A Bermuda Rugby Football Union triple header took place at the National Sports Center Northfield. 2 women's division matches and 1 men's division match took place with a total of 104 points put on the board. The Police women defeated the Renegades women 17-5. The Teachers then defeated the Mariners 27-24 in the other women's division match. In the lone men's division match, the mixed team of Mariners and Renegades defeated the Police team 24-7. Week 10 in Bermuda Flag Football League play at the TN Middle School Field saw a doubleheader take place that produced a total of 133 points. In the opener, the Wolfpack went down 44-6 to the Black Sharks. The second match of the day saw the Killer Squad defeat the Blue Bombers 51-32. The Bermuda Basketball Association's Island Basketball League continued inside the City Bridge Academy Gymnasium with a doubleheader that produced 257 points in the 2 matches. In the opener, the Black Mambas defeated the Answer 69-61. In the nightcap, the Young Goats defeated the Reapers 65-62. And that's a look at the Monday, February 21st edition of the Horizon Communications Sports Brief. I'm Earl Baisden.